Right. What up, people? What's poppin'? It's your boy, Mr. Locario, the bad boy of the dating game. What's good? Let me just make sure everything is cool. So today's episode is brought to you by Jiggy-RiggyCo.com. That's Jiggy-RiggyCo.com. I'm going to have the link below. This is where you could get these cool-ass hoodies. Mind over matter right here. You feel me? Jiggy-RiggyCo.com. So make sure you get those things popping, all right? Click that link below to get the hoodies plus other, clothes they got. What's popping? Kenwood Drive. Nez, what's going on? Minura, what's popping? What's the deal? So remember, guys, make sure you go to MrLocario.com to get How to Have Sex with 2 Women a Day, the ebook, hard copy, or audiobook. Remember, if you get this copy, you get it autographed and mailed to your spot. You feel me? So make sure you go to MrLocario.com to get that, or click the link below. What's good in the chat room? BT Platinum 23, Shamel was popping, Alexander was popping, Schaefer, what's good? Nobody's perfect, was good. Hold on, give me a second. I'm gonna take calls in a second. Mr. Hyper Trophy was good. NFS Haxon. Man, you guys with these names, man. What's going on? DIM was good. Albert Michelson, what is popping? But oh yeah, and guys, make sure you get tickets to the Truth About the Game seminar. So click the link below or go straight to MrLocario.com to get your tickets today. Okay, the joint is in April, so we're gonna make sure you get all your tickets so you can come to the seminar so you can really see what's popping, because the shit that I'm dropping in the seminar is it's gonna be crazy. It's gonna be so fucking crazy. See, I think some people, because when I post this and I say I'm streaming, I think some people get it on my Twitter, so they're not seeing the show, they're just calling in. I think some people, so they're not even on the actual thing watching it. They just know I'm streaming, so they calling in. But and I can't do nothing with that ringtone. That fucking shit with Skype, they on that bullshit. I don't know. They won't let you mute it, so you'll hear that here and there. But real quick, before, yeah, Beaky, I can't put it on silent mode. That's what Skype's new shit won't let you put it on silent mode. So you're gonna hear a lot of that shit coming through. You feel what I'm saying? So, but before we get into the calls, right? I just wanted to talk about, how difficult is it to, how difficult is it to actually learn game and attract women? You feel me? Schaefer, you said I'm on YouTube but not Skype. No, I am on Skype. The calls coming through Skype. That's how you get the calls. The calls aren't coming through YouTube. But and Alexander, I'm telling you, they don't have it. Do you guys have the new Skype? You guys got to get the new Skype, because the new Skype don't got the shit on there. Unless they just put it in, they don't got the new Skype. I mean, they don't got the new, they don't have the thing to turn down the joints. But anyway, basically what I wanted to say real quick is, when you talk about, how difficult it can be to learn game and learn how to attract women, right? The thing is the more you don't learn it, or the more you don't know, the more difficult it's going to be to attract women. You feel what I'm saying? So the less you know, the harder it's going to be. You understand? Because there's so many things that you have to get accustomed to, and that it has to become sort of like second nature when you're interacting with women, to where if you're not really understanding the principles and you're not out there going out there trying to make shit happen, it's going to be like really hard for you. Now, once you start learning things, then you start to become a little bit more well-versed in certain things, and you know certain things, and it becomes like second nature. Then it becomes a little bit more easier for you to navigate through certain things. But it's still going to be a little bit more difficult. Basically, if you haven't been putting in energy, putting in enough time, putting in enough effort. You understand? It's kind of like if you go to the gym, if you've never been to the gym and you lift, a 30-pound weight, you know what I mean? And you try to do it you probably do it like 5 or 6 times. You're like, damn, this shit is hard. I got to put this shit down. But if you've been to the gym, you could lift the 30-pound weight, a lot more times. Still doesn't mean that the 30-pound weight doesn't feel like anything. It still has that feeling of I'm lifting weights. But since you've been doing it and since you've been accustomed to doing it, it doesn't have the same impact or difficulty as someone who's just trying to do it. You understand what I'm saying? So you got to understand that shit. If guys are not out here really trying to make it happen, it's going to be extremely hard for you. But the more you learn, the easier it becomes because now you know it. Like if you don't know how to fix computers, it's going to be hard to fix a computer. But if you learn how to fix a computer, it might take you a while to get this here and get that there. But since you know it, you're able to accomplish the goal. You feel me? So, that's the thing. You got to understand that you need to learn how to do certain things, because you're going to have guys who are beginners who's like really just getting their feet wet. Then you're going to have the guys who are intermediate. And I talked about this before. You have the beginners, the intermediate, and then you have the advanced. You feel what I'm saying? So the beginner guys, those are the guys that, they just starting to approach girls, starting to like try to go out there and do stuff or whatever. Then you got the intermediate guys who they're a little bit more comfortable having conversations with girls, talking with girls. They're getting some success. They're getting some things going on, but they don't really know how to replicate it. So it's sort of like it's almost like they luck up in a certain way. You understand? So an intermediate guy would be the type of guy who he'll go out with his boys, he'll meet some chick, he'll talk with her, and then the chick will fuck with him because he knows some basic things of how to like keep it interesting or whatever. And she might even end up having sex with him that night. But then he doesn't have the skill and the know-how to do that on a consistent basis. Meaning that might happen today, and it won't happen again for another 6-7 months. You feel what I'm saying? Because he didn't really know what he did or how he did it to get to that point. He wasn't really aware too much. The advanced dudes are the guys who, let's say 70 to 80% of the time, even sometimes 90% of the time, can go out, meet a chick, or go out meet chicks and smash that night. You feel what I'm saying? So the advanced guys are the type of guys who can go out that night and 9 times out of 10 or 8 times out of 10 be able to pull a chick that night. So, if you wanted to know if you're beginner, intermediate, or advanced, that's the sort of thing. You're advanced if you can really make that shit happen on a consistent basis. My dude Johnny's in the building. See, I would say Johnny, if any of you guys know about Johnny be calling up. Johnny is basically almost in advanced territory, I would say. I would actually say he's a little bit more advanced than a lot of guys. So Johnny always has, he's always has a story of what's popping. And I know Johnny, personally. Like, we've met a few times. Like, he's come to the seminar, all that. So shout out to you, Johnny. But the thing is, when it comes to, the game being difficult, what happens is that a lot of guys, see, this is what you got to do when it comes to the game. You have to make sure, right, that you're learning the basic shit, right? That's one. But also, you have to be flexible with what is going on. So the mistake that a lot of guys do is that they'll learn something and they'll look at it as something they need to apply in all situations, because sometimes the situation lends itself to you having to be flexible. You understand what I'm saying? Turkey said, am I coming to Germany for a seminar? I'm going to have to do that soon. I got to get all of that shit organized. But I got to, we going to make that shit happen soon. You feel me? But yeah, so what I'm saying is that you learn certain things, but you also have to use what makes sense in a situation. So, for example, let's say you say, okay, I learned how to, get a girl's information. I go on a date with her, and then I'll hit her up maybe next week to set another date, right? So you learned that. Like, you meet a girl, go on a date, have fun on a date, create that sexual tension, whatever, and, hit her up next week and set another date, right? Now, let's say you meet a chick and you go out with her, but then you realize that she's not from, she's not from your area. She's just in town for a few days. So you're not going to wait a week to call her because she's only in town for a few days. So you're trying to either hit that night, or if you can't hit that night, you're trying to hit before she bounces. You understand what I'm saying? But some dudes, what happens is that they take the shit so literal to the point where when it comes time for them to be flexible, they won't even be flexible. You feel what I'm saying? Because you have to be flexible in order to, make shit happen in different situations. So you learn, the basics, but you always have to be flexible to say, okay, in this specific situation, I might need to do this or do that. You feel what I'm saying? So, that's what it is. It's like, and the thing is, the reason why it's difficult is because you sometimes, or why it could be difficult is you have to go out and do shit, because that's going to be the best teacher. I guarantee you guys, the best teacher of what is going to, what up, Anthony, was good. The best teacher of what's going to, help you is going out and seeing for yourself. Going out and seeing for yourself. Because I still go out. I still go out, talk to girls, interact with chicks. And a lot of the stuff that I learn, I tell you guys, I put you guys on. But the reason why, and this is the reason why a lot of dudes don't get help, because I'll tell guys certain shit. Like, I always say, look, it's not all about the looks. Because when I go out, I see dudes who most of you would be like, this motherfucker is an ugly ass dude, but he's fucking with a whole bunch of chicks. Chicks are being receptive to him. So when I tell you, look, it's not all about the looks, I'm telling you from shit that I've seen with my own two eyes for years. You feel what I'm saying? And also when I'm saying that too is because there's times where I've been out, I've had women who would be like, oh, oh, you're so handsome, or your skin is so silky smooth and so chocolatey and all that dumb shit. And these chicks still wouldn't fuck me. You feel what I'm saying? So it's just not, that whole shit all the time. It's like, look, you got to go out there and see for yourself what's going on. Because there's been times where, there's been times where I've been out and I've had nights where shit wasn't going the way I wanted it to go. You understand? Getting rejected left and right. Shit ain't going down. You feel what I'm saying? So I learned from that stuff. There's times where I go out and the chicks is just throwing the pussy at me. You understand? I learned from that. I say, okay, what's similar in these situations where I notice when girls are just throwing it at me? What's similar in these situations where I notice where the rejections are coming in? What's similar about the situation where I notice where I had to put in a little bit more effort to have a conversation or interact with this girl to get her from point A to point B? You feel what I'm saying? But see, you have to go out and see what works for you, because there's stuff that's basic stuff, the basics, the foundation, but you still have to go out. You feel what I'm saying? You got to go out. You got to go out and see what's going to work for you. And so that's going to make it a little bit easier, because now you see, okay, and also too, you'll see how you react in certain situations. Because this is the thing I notice. This is what I notice, and this happens. This is even for one of my good friends who's also a dating coach. I might have to do a live joint with him too one day or whatever. I did a few videos of him, but I'm gonna probably do another live joint with him. And this happens for him too, is that when you don't go out for a while, sometimes it makes you lose the momentum, and you got to like bring it back up. It makes you lose that energy. You feel me? Carol Liss was popping. He said, do I go out on my own? Yeah, most of the time I go out on my own. Most of the time I go out by myself. And I sometimes what I do is I look up if there's events happening, I go to the events. Or sometimes I might like go to an event. If it's whack, I might, go to like just a regular bar and just get a drink, chill, see what's around, start talking to the girls next to me, whatever, and all that other shit. And sometimes and the thing is, sometimes I go out so much that I start making friends with people who are in these different, situations. And then sometimes I end up seeing the same people when I go to the same types of spots. You understand? And then that also makes it easier for me to make shit happen. You feel what I'm saying? So you said, what do I look for in a bar? Usually if I go to a bar by myself, what I do is sometimes I sit at the bar. I order like a drink. I don't really drink liquor, so I order like some cranberry juice or some shit. And I'll sit there, and when the girls are coming up to order or they're next to me, I just start talking. Like there's times where I literally sit in the same spot and just talking to different girls as they're coming up to the bar, and then sometimes I get into a deeper conversation with one chick, and then we start really getting into it, and then I'll leave with her. You know what I'm saying? So I kind of sit there and sort of wait for them to get around me, and then once they get around me, sometimes I could tell I'll turn my head and look at the girl. And I can see her vibe. I can feel her energy. I'm like, okay, this one is she's ready to go. She's checking me out. I already see. She's And then I say, hey, what's up? She's like, oh, hey, how are you doing? And then soon as just from the tone of her voice, I can see that it's on. And see, this is what I'm telling you guys about learning games. See, half the shit you're missing by not going out. You understand? Half the shit you're missing by not going out. Because there's something that I can see or I can sense with the girl's tone of voice and the way she's looking at me, right? That I would have never known unless I go out. So now I can sort of tell the way she's staring at me, the way she's smiling at me, the way she's interacting with me, the body language, all of that shit, I find out by going out. You see what I'm saying? I'm telling you. Like the other night, I was out at some spots or whatever. And, I see these two girls. One of them went up to go to the bathroom, and the other girl sitting there by herself. I sit next to her. I'm like, hey, what's up? How you doing? And that's all I said. I said, hey, what's up? How you doing? She turned, she looked up because she was on her phone. She looked up. She saw me. She was like, oh, hey, what's up? Real friendly. Right? So I was like, okay, this chick is friendly as fuck. She got a good vibe already. You feel what I'm saying? Ain't no attitude. Ain't no like, oh, I'm not trying to talk to you. Just straight friendly, just off of that. You understand? And then so through that, I was like, okay, let's continue this. So as I'm talking to her and I'm flirting with her, she, she tells me that she's married or whatever. So I'm like, cool. But when her friend comes back, her friend is like, oh, hey, what's up? And I'm talking to her friend now. And now I'm flirting with her friend. Her friend is all receptive, and I'm just seeing the vibe. You understand what I'm saying? That's a lot. That's a big thing about it. You guys have to see the vibe of the girl and the energy in the situation. You got to know how to read that shit, and the way that you're going to know how to do that is your ass has to go out. Because part of the difficulty of you learning the game and learning how to attract women is you not being able to interact with women in real time, see how they respond to you, see how you're feeling when you're responding to them. All those things you need to know how to deal with. Because there's times where, also, and this is very important. This is very, 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 very fucking important. Very fucking important. You got to listen to this, okay? You have to, right? You have to be very aware, very, very fucking aware of how you're feeling. Oh, shout out to my dude EO in the chat room. What's good, bro? Make sure you guys subscribe to my dude Everett Overton. That dude is serious. So subscribe to my dude over there. Real shit. But yeah, you know, you got to be very aware of how you're feeling. Because if you're not feeling good, if you're feeling sort of like down, or you might feel sort of like not in the mood or whatever, that's not going to make shit go down for you. Like you're not going to have a good time when you're out. You're not going to be able to pull correctly. You're not going to be able to attract the woman correctly because you're not right. You feel what I'm saying? You're not feeling good. You're not right with yourself. And so that energy that you have isn't going to come across in a positive way. It's not going to come across in a fun way. It's not going to come across in a, you know, cool, calm, collected, chill, interesting manner. Because there's been times where I've forced myself to go out. You understand? And there's nothing actually wrong with sort of forcing yourself to go out, because sometimes you got to push yourself. But there's times where I force myself to go out, and then when I'm out there, I could feel that I'm just not feeling up to it. I'm not feeling comfortable. I'm not feeling good. And then so when I'm still, you know, talking to girls or whatever, but the enthusiasm's not there. The energy's not there. The you know, like when I'm trying to actually make something happen, it doesn't resonate. It doesn't really click because I'm not feeling good. And also, too, another thing that you got to understand, too, is that you need to make sure that there's nothing blocking you. And what I mean by blocking you, what I mean is any sort of negative beliefs that are blocking you. Because if you're out there, but you're saying to yourself, oh, I don't think these girls are going to like me because I'm not the best looking dude in here, that's blocking you from getting shit popping. You feel what I'm saying? Johnny Quest, you said, is feeling good important if you're just trying to get laid and not trying to find something long term? Your feeling good is important regardless. See, you got to understand something. It's all connected. It doesn't matter if you're trying to get laid, if you're trying to get a girlfriend, if you're just trying to whatever. Your success, a lot of your success has to it has to do with where you're at, meaning where you're at mentally. You understand where your mind state is at? Because if I'm not feeling good, I'm not in a healthy mind state right now. You understand what I'm saying? I'm not in a mind state to be able to really like make shit go down. And a lot of times what happens is that even when you're in that mind state, people think that, so like let's say you're not feeling good and some girl comes up to you or you know, you go up to a girl and she goes up to you, you start talking to her, everything seems cool, she's flirting with you or whatever. Sometimes because you're not feeling good, one, you won't even recognize that this chick is choosing you. because you're not really feeling good about yourself. 2, if it gets to the point where you recognize she's choosing you, and she's trying to like make something happen, and she's giving you all the signs and the signals and all that other stuff, because you're not feeling good, you're most likely going to mess up that interaction with that negative energy you have. Because at that moment, you don't feel like you sort of deserve this type of treatment, or you don't feel like, you know, it's going to go right anyway, because your whole mentality and your mindset is negative. Also, what I was saying before is if you have that block is going to fuck with you. And I'll use myself as an example. You know, just up until, you know, recently, I was having blocks in my game when it came to me dealing with women, letting them know that I'm in an open relationship. You understand? Because there were some times where, like, you know, not so much now, but, you know, wait, like a few months back to maybe a year, where that was really, you know, starting to be an issue. Because I had situations where I tell a chick, hey, look, this is what it is. I got a wife, so, you know, I'm digging you, so let's make something happen. And the shit will go smooth. She be feeling it, whatever. Then there'll be girls who's not feeling it, whatever. But there were times where I'd see a girl, I'd be talking to a girl, just having a conversation with her. I'm really attracted to her. And now I'm like, and then I'll be like, shit, you know, like, what's going to happen once I let her know what's popping with this situation? You understand? And so there was this block there, and in that block, I'm fucking like thinking about it in my head as I'm interacting with the chick. And then so that sort of fucks up the interaction. And then when I even let her know, or I bring it up, I'm bringing it up in a way where it's kind of like I'm not comfortable bringing it up. You understand? And so that made it harder for me to create that connection with certain chicks. But until I sort of owned that, until I was comfortable with that, then it was going to it was difficult a little bit, you understand, to make the shit pop. Then once I started to own it and say, look, this is what it is. You understand? Take it or leave it. I'm good. And then shit was a little bit easier because the ones who were down, it was just like, shit. You know what I'm saying? It was super, super easy. And the ones who weren't down, it was good because now I didn't have to sort of like deal with that shit. Death Row Campy said, what types of things do you do to get in the mood when you're having an off day? Well, this is the thing, and this is the thing that you know, you got to understand, is that sometimes you're just going to be feeling a certain way. You understand? Sometimes you can't even explain it. You just have that feeling. Sometimes you know what it is. Sometimes you can't explain it. What I do is I just let it pass. I don't try to, like, a lot of times I don't even try to I'm not like, if I'm feeling like depressed or I'm feeling weird, I just let it flow through me. I just let it happen. I don't try to be like, damn, I gotta be hyped now. I gotta be happy. You know what I'm saying? I just let it flow. You understand? Like before I would used to do that shit where I used to be like, oh, I gotta feel good. I gotta do this. I gotta do that. And that just made it worse because now I'm trying to deny how I'm feeling. And that sort of like made it worse. You feel what I'm saying? Instead of just accepting, look, I'm not feeling too good. You know, I'm feeling a certain way. And then what happens is it passes. And then once it passes, it's gone. And then it may come back at some point. But at that point, it's gone. And I'm doing my thing. You feel what I'm saying? But the thing is that you have to just be aware of how you're feeling and be aware of the blocks that you have, in your mind. You see what I'm saying? Because, you gotta understand that shit. Because if you don't, it's gonna be way more difficult when you're trying to deal with chicks. When you're not aware of what's holding you back, it's gonna be difficult. If you're not, comfortable, if you're not feeling a certain way, that could be the thing that's going to mess shit up. But you got to be aware of that shit. You see what I'm saying? But what also helps you, and this is another thing that makes it, you know, that'll make the game a little bit more easier for you, is when you're out here doing your thing, the less that you try to feed your ego, the easier the game will be. All right? I'm going to take calls in 5 minutes. The less you try to feed your ego, the easier the game will be. You understand? So what I mean is, the reason why most of you guys are scared of rejection is because you're trying to feed your ego. If you didn't give a fuck about feeding your ego, you wouldn't give a fuck about rejection. Because what happens is, the reason why you fear rejection is because you think the rejection is saying something bad about you. Right? Because the ego is the false sense of self. You want to get validation from that woman so that you can say, I'm cool. I'm a fucking awesome guy. You feel what I'm saying? But if you didn't give a fuck about that, if you didn't care about feeding your ego, you'd approach any chick, you understand what I'm saying? And wouldn't give a fuck. You understand? But see, if you want to feed your ego, that's what's making you hesitate. Because you don't want to get rejected, because you don't want to feel bad about yourself. So you're connecting your self-worth to being accepted by this girl. You feel what I'm saying? So you know, you gotta understand that shit. Because if you weren't trying to feed your ego, you just be, you know, hollering at chicks left and right. You be going up to the girls and be like, yo, what's up, blah, blah, blah. Whatever. You feel me? Whatever. But see, again, that ego is the thing that's going to make it hard for you to make moves, because you're always trying to protect that shit. You feel me? But listen, the caller number 646-481-3901. Guys can call in now if you need to call in. All right, let me see who this is. Yeah, what's going on?
Yeah, hi, it's Nez from London.
What up, bro? What's going on with you, man?
Yeah, I'm good, man. How have you been?
I'm chilling. What's the deal with you?
Yeah, no, it's a good little hoodie that you have on. I tried to find it on our website, but I can't find it for some reason. Not the specific one that you're wearing.
Oh yeah, nah, this is the it's called the Illuminati hoodie. Cause on the back of it, it has, I don't know if you can see the back. It has like some shit on it. I can't even turn around right now. But on the back, let me actually take it off and show you guys. So if you go to jiggy-riggyco.com, that's JIGGY-RIGGYCO.com, and then on the back of it, it has like the, let me see if I can do this shit. Damn, this shit is fucking big. But it has the Illuminati eye right here. So it's called the Illuminati hoodies. Everybody gonna be like, damn, Mr. Locario is part of the Illuminati now. Now,
does he deliver to the UK or?
Say that again.
Does he deliver to the UK or is it just?
Yeah, they should. They should be able to. Yeah, if you go in there, they you know, just fill out all the stuff you got to fill out, and then you could, you know, just definitely get that. And they got hats and all that shit. So.
All right, cool.
Yeah. So make sure you guys get that at jiggy-riggyco.com. You feel what I'm saying? You're saying I sold my soul. Hilarious. What else is going on with you, bro?
Yeah. So, I just wanted to ask, you know, because, I mean, you know, when it comes to approaching girls in the street and stuff like that, I just want to try and change up and switch up a bit, because I remember you keep saying to me, you know, go and approach them on some regular stuff, saying, you know, hi, I just wanted to come say hi. I thought you looked really nice and all this type of stuff. But to me, it seems like A, they've heard it all before, and B, it's boring as hell. So I don't know, like how to. I mean, you said drop the pickup line stuff and stuff like that, but I mean, maybe if I say to one girl, like, say she's standing next to an older woman, and I'm like, yo, hi, is that your mum over there? And she's like, no. And then I'm like, yeah, I just wanted to come say hi. You know, was scared that was your mum and she was going to stab me or something like that. But, well, how do I like switch it up when it comes to openness?
Well, the thing is, the best way to switch up when you're, opening a chick and, you actually having that conversation is really just figuring out the situation or figuring out the what's going on in the surroundings, so you can sort of go indirect. Because the thing is, when you go direct is just strictly letting the girl know from the jump that you want to fuck with her. Period. Like, there's no ifs, ands, or buts. I'm letting you know I'm trying to fuck with you. Right? If you go indirect, then all you need to do is use something in the surroundings. Just like you said, if you see her standing next to this lady, be like, hey, is this your mom? And she's like, oh, no, that's not my mom. And then you start talking. You understand? You're using something in the situation to create the conversation. You see what I mean? So, like, let's say, for example, like, sometimes when I see girls on their phone when I'm at the bar in the club or whatever, like, I'll walk up to them and I'll just start, saying my phone number. And then they'll start laughing because I'm telling them to put my phone number in their phone because they're already on the phone. You feel what I mean? So, like, I'm using that as something to start the conversation and make it, fun and interesting. But what I want to say to you is don't necessarily worry about if the girl, you think the girl's heard this all the time or whatever, like, because she could have, but it doesn't necessarily really matter. All that matters a lot of times when you approach women is your energy. Are you doing it in a confident way? Are you doing it in a way where you're comfortable saying what you're saying? Are you doing it in a way where you're not fumbling on your words and shit? Are you doing it in a way where you actually have things to talk about in a situation? Are you doing it in a way where you know how to lead the conversation? So there's a million fucking ways that you can go and talk to a girl and start a conversation, open the conversation, whatever. There's like so many different things you can do. The main thing, the most important thing is how comfortable you are saying what you're saying, and also how are you directing the conversation. Those are like really the most two important things. How comfortable you are, and are you directing the conversation to where you need it to go. That's it.
Yeah, but I guess there must be some limit. Like if I go to Chinatown and I go up to some Oriental girl and I'm like, yo, ching chong chang, do you want to bang or something?
See now that's gonna be looked at as racist though. You see what I'm saying? Like you don't want to do that type of shit. That's what I'm saying. Well, guys, you gotta think. You gotta be very aware of what you're doing, because look, everything you're doing in the situation, right? It's you gotta understand that you're creating an experience. You understand? And that experience that you're creating gives the girl something to sort of, feel, something that she's going to experience with that creation that you're making. So the thing is, if you're going up to her talking about ching chong or whatever, she's going to be like, who the fuck is this guy? What the fuck is wrong with you? You understand? Because that's going to be looked at as an insult. You understand? That's like me going up to a girl and saying, hey, you fucking cunt, bitch. She's going to be like, what the fuck is wrong with this nigga? You feel what I'm saying? Like, so it's going, that might not be the best way to open up a conversation and start a conversation. You see what I'm saying? So
because one of my friends once, a Chinese chick was walking past and he said, "Yo, what's up, Mulan?" or something like that, and she started like going off on him.
Oh, of course, that's what I'm saying. Like, that's what I'm saying. Because look, a lot of it too, like you gotta understand what you're saying. You gotta understand that certain things are gonna be seen as ridiculous. You see what I mean? And the thing is, you gotta know how to have social intelligence. You feel what I'm saying? And know how to just interact with people in a way that's gonna get you the desired result. You feel what I'm saying? Is that simple? Yeah. Is that simple? So it's like, because the thing is, what you're trying to do when you're having a conversation with a girl is you're trying to draw her into your world, into your situation. You understand? in order to navigate her to actually do the things you need her to do to make shit happen. It's really that simple. So, you know, don't do no racist shit. Don't do no fucking, you know, crazy shit like that. Because that's gonna fuck up your game. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Because and this is another thing real quick I want to say that guys gotta understand. What you need to understand is that when you're out in public, and especially even if you're on the street, if you're in a club, if you're in a bar, whatever, but especially if you're in a bar and a club, but you know, sometimes if you're in the street, some people might not be paying too much attention, but if you're in a bar, in a club, or in an event or whatever, people are looking at you. So if you in a fucking bar and you say some crazy shit and the chick is like, you know, like what the fuck, you understand what I'm saying? All the other girls are looking at you. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So
no, I mean,
you know,
like I got this one friend that he has a girlfriend now, but we used to go clubbing quite a lot last summer and
right.
bars and stuff. But the music was blazing, and because his vibe was so like animated, he was dancing with all the girls, and
right.
he had some serious dance moves, and the girls used to actually come up to him and start like grinding on him and stuff like that in
right.
front of everybody without him having to say anything. So, I mean, I guess I should probably practice dancing, you know, when it comes to like a club situation or a bar situation where the music is so loud you can't hear anybody speak.
Well, yeah, again, it's all the vibe and energy, bro. That's all it is. Because if he's exuding the type of energy where he looks fun, he seems cool, you understand? People are gonna want to be around that. It's really that simple. Like I tell guys all the time, man. It's so easy to go into a spot and be able to make that shit work to your favor, because all you need to do is really just go around in the situation, in the environment, and you know, interact with people, talk to people, have fun, introduce this person to that person. You understand? Like all these different things are gonna make you more likable and relatable to other people there. Because the thing is, most people that are in clubs and in bars, all of them are fucking insecure. You understand what I'm saying? All of them are worried about how they look. They're worried about who's looking at them. They're worried about all this other bullshit. So when you're in there just being free and being chill and not, you know, worrying about all that other nonsense, you're the one who they want to gravitate to, because you are the embodiment of what they would like to be. You understand what I'm saying? And so that's why he'll have girls running up on him, trying to dance with him, do all this other shit, because he's displaying like, look, I'm a fun guy. I'm having fun with or without you people. You feel what I'm saying? And I'm comfortable with myself. That's all it is.
I was kind of scared to kind of copy him a bit, because I was thinking, I mean, you know, this guy isn't a bad looking dude. I mean, he was born in England, but his parents are from Jamaica, so he's black. So I was thinking like maybe that might have something to do with the fact that girls might be attracted to him a bit more, because he takes care of himself, takes care of his grooming and stuff like that. So
I mean, well, all of that helps. You feel what I'm saying? But again, you got to listen to what you're thinking about. See, you're thinking about, oh well, I wanted to copy him because maybe this and maybe that, and you're so all in your head. You're not being you. You got to just be you and have a good time on your terms. And then so that's the thing that is the problem in most cases, is that when you're focusing on everything else, you're all in your head. You're not in the moment enjoying yourself. You're not in the moment actually doing the things that's going to that's going to make it fun for you and also bring all the other things to you. You see what I'm saying? I'm telling you what, this is the thing that people sort of like brush away when we talk about game, because everybody wants tactics and lines and all this other shit. I could tell you the coolest fucking lines to say to a chick. If you say that shit in a way and it's coming from a place of like insecurity, or it's coming from a place of doubt, or you're just not having fun with it, it don't matter what I tell you to say, because a lot of times it's not going to come across authentic and natural to the point where the girl feels it, because a lot of times it's really just about how you're showing up, the energy you're putting out there, and that's the thing that's going to make the woman gravitate to you. You understand? Women are moved by their feelings, and you inspire those feelings based off of the energy you're bringing to the situation. You see what I'm saying? So it's more about that. It's more about you getting your mind right so that you feel good in the situation. So you're just having fun. Like when you go to the club, have fun, and that fun is going to bring you the women. You understand what I'm saying? So you're having fun dancing. You're having fun talking to this girl. You're having fun talking to that girl. You're having fun getting a drink. You're having fun doing whatever, talking to different people. So what happens is when you're doing that, you're focusing on having fun for you, and then the girl looks at you and says, What's going on with this guy? What is he about? What's going on with him? And then you seem interesting. That's what intrigues her. That's what makes her perk up and say, what is he about? So when you do go up and approach her, now she's all ears. Now she wants to know what's going on. Now she's like excited to even be having the opportunity to speak with such a fun guy. You see what I'm saying? That's the thing.
Yeah.
So you got to get out your head with all the, all thinking about all the little logistics and all that shit. You see what I'm saying?
Right.
So yeah,
man. Yeah, thanks. I'll get out of my head and just focus on having my fun and not copying video or anything like that.
Yeah,
all right,
man.
Cool, man. Yeah, thanks for the help. Yeah, I'll speak to you later. Yeah,
definitely, man. Appreciate it, bro.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, man. You guys gotta have fun, man. You gotta have fun when you're out there. Have fun, talk to people, get in conversations, flirt with the girls. You know what I'm saying? Indigo TV, you hilarious. King Zagging, exactly. Chicks want to be a part of that fun, man. I'm telling y'all. Yeah, what's going on?
What's up, man?
What's poppin'? Who's this?
Chris, from last episode.
Alright, what's going on with you?
The dope friend finder guy.
Alright, so what's poppin' with you?
Nothing, man. I just wanted to say thank you. I picked up the Bad Boy membership.
Alright, that's what's up.
Man, the stuff on there is just freaking awesome, man.
Appreciate it. Yeah, that's how I try to make it good.
so much in the last week. Man, it is just an eye-opening thing, man.
Appreciate it. I'm glad you're getting help from it, man. That's why I do it. That's why I get it out there so cats could, really get up on it. I'm trying to tell these dudes, I got to get on that Bad Boy membership. You feel me? But what else is going on with you, man?
Yeah, man. There's just so much. It just goes with what you're saying and some of the mistakes I was making. And man, I just want to just thank you, bro.
I appreciate it, man. I appreciate that, man. And yeah, tell all your friends, bro. Tell them all. Let them know what it is. You feel what I'm saying?
Yeah. All right. Cool.
Definitely,
all right,
man.
See ya.
All right, man. Take care. So I'm telling you guys, gotta get on that Bad Boy membership, man. You gotta get on that because if you like the YouTube videos, shit. It reminds me. You ever see that Cat Williams special? He's talking about the weed. He was like, "This shit here, nigga. This shit here." That's what I feel like a Bad Boy membership. Like that shit is the shit right there, man. Yo, what's going on?
Hey, what's up, Mr. Locario? This is Taj.
What up? What's poppin'? Where you from?
From Maryland, Taj Alexander.
All right. Oh, what's good with you, bro?
Hey, what's good, man? How you feel?
I'm chilling, bro. What's going on with you, man?
Man, it's crazy. I just came back from New York, man. I was in Jersey and New York over the weekend because my birthday was last Saturday.
Oh, that's what's up. Happy birthday, man.
Thank you, man. And, it was crazy. I was going through the subways and taking the trains back and forth from New York to Jersey. And, I see, oh, my God, I see so many bad bitches walking through the subways and walking through Manhattan, man.
Right.
It's like it's got me changing my mind, ready to move to Jersey. But not just the bras, but just like the whole lifestyle and the opportunities, man. It's real crazy up there, man.
Yeah, it's a lot of things going on around here, man. You feel me?
I see, man. I see.
Yeah, man.
But yeah, man. I wanted to ask you, right? Because like I've been following you since I think you had maybe like 800 subscribers on YouTube.
Right.
And now you got like 20-some thousand.
Right.
Like, and you always on point. It seemed like you done took your game to the next level over the last couple of years. But like, what was like the biggest turning point in your life that helped you to just be at the level you at now? Like to always be on point.
Well, basically, you know what it is. This is the thing. What I realize, and this is why I stress guys to really, you know, when it comes to even, you know, getting girls, when it comes to you trying to get money, when it comes to you trying to make anything happen, is that you got to realize you get out what you put in. It's really that simple. Like it's a really simple concept. So what I noticed was I said, okay, I noticed that if I keep doing videos, you feel what I'm saying? I notice I'm getting more people watching. You feel what I'm saying? And I get more people emailing me. So I was like, okay, let me continue to do this. Then I was like, okay, let me, you know, I came out with my first product. Then I was like, okay, I noticed people are downloading this product because the first joint I came out with was just a free ebook. Then after that, I was like, oh shit, people are downloading the ebook. So let me try to sell some. I was like, okay, people are buying the stuff. Let me try to put out more stuff. Let me try to put out more content. Let me try to. So it was like, I noticed the more that I was doing, the more I was getting back. So the same thing I always tell guys, even with women. A lot of guys complain about, oh, I'm not getting this girl, I'm not getting that girl or whatever. And what I noticed even when I'm talking to girls, I was like, oh, I noticed the more girls I talk to, the more girls I get. You feel what I'm saying? Even though, and also the more girls I talk to, the more rejections I get, but also the more girls I get. You see what I mean? So it's all about putting in the time and the energy, and then you get back that time and energy you put in. Now, the trick to this also, too, is that you still want to learn and tweak certain things so that you get things faster. So if you're trying to build a business or whatever, because I remember you emailed me and you was telling me something about you trying to do certain things with like your book and all that other stuff, right? Is that right?
Yeah, for sure.
Right. So the thing is, when I learned about like doing stuff with books and everything and publishing books, like I didn't know how to write shit. You understand? My writing was basically terrible. My writing got better now, but my writing was fucking atrocious. So I knew that I wanted to do this shit, but I was like, what can I do to make what I'm trying to do a reality, but also make it good and also make it on point? So what I did was I took that same energy of putting the time and the energy into writing, but I also did the technical shit. Was I got my girl to edit it for me. You understand? And I got, you know, my dude Miles Cunningham, he did the book covers and shit. You understand? So we worked on making that shit what it was, but then we also kept putting that energy out there to keep promoting it. Just like every show, you always see me say, buy the book, check out the book. Every episode of this joint, you see me with the book. You see what I'm saying? So it's a continuous thing.
Yeah.
It's something you got to keep doing, keep hitting the pavement, keep doing it all the fucking time. You know what I'm saying? Even times when you don't want to do it, sometimes you still just got to do it. You feel what I'm saying? So, you know.
Right, I dig.
You feel me?
Like you got your set schedule. Like no matter what what happens throughout my day, this is what I'm gonna do. Nothing's gonna take me off this course, and I don't even care who responds, what happens. I'm gonna just put this out there, and we just gonna see what happens. Right.
Right. Because for exactly. For example, there was because I said to myself, I was like, look, I want to come out with a video, at least one video a day. I got to come out with a video a day. Right? Because I want dudes to really continuously get the game every fucking day. Now, there was days where I was so busy that I couldn't even put out a video. You understand? Once in a blue moon. So what I did was the next day I said, okay, since I didn't put out a video yesterday, I got to put out 2 videos today. You feel what I'm saying? So I just double up. You feel what I mean? So it's just always, and then so what happens is, imagine, and this is the thing, I've been on YouTube since 2008. You feel what I'm saying? Since 2008, I've had other channels, because back in the day, some of the channels got taken away or whatever. But since 2008 up until now, right? Because this channel I have now has over 6 million views combined. You feel what I'm saying? And then the other channels that I had anywhere between, I think, like maybe 12 to 15 million views combined. So 15 million plus the 6 million I have on here now, plus all the views I get from my websites, plus all the views that I got on other sites. You feel what I'm saying? Because my shit is also on other sites too. Like I have my stuff on WorldStar, have my stuff on ILP.com, all these other different sites, Video Bash. So all of those things accumulated into me being able to turn this into a business and being able to do it. So it's all the little steps I did that created the big shit. And this is what I try to tell guys. You got to do the little steps every day. You understand? And this is the same thing that goes for the game, talking to women. if you want to become good at talking to women and getting girls, talk to women every day. Don't worry about, oh, I got to get this dime. I got to get her to fuck me today. Don't worry about that. Just keep talking to women. Just keep talking to women. Keep talking to women. Keep talking to women, because then you're practicing and you're creating that verbal muscle to where you get to the point where talking to girls is nothing. You feel what I'm saying? So that's what it is, man.
Yeah, for sure.
You feel me? So yeah, that's what you got to just be consistent. You feel what I'm saying?
Yeah, that's what's up, man. You definitely doing your thing, man. Big inspiration to me, man. And I would have hollered at some girls when I was in New York, but I had this girl come to see me. She was from Poland.
Oh, where I feel you.
So we was just, enjoying our time over the weekend. So, but even then, I still had girls giving me the side eye and all of that. So,
hey, shit, you doing what you got to do, man. But yeah, keep on. Keep with the book thing. If you need me to, because I can tell you like some places to get your to get your book edited, and also to manufacture it, to get it like this, the hard copies. If you need that, I can give you some advice on that. So just hit me up and let me know. You feel me?
All right, that's what's up, man. I appreciate you.
All right, bro. I'm holler at you.
All right,
peace. Yeah, man. Johnny Quest, he said getting laid is expensive. Hilarious. That's funny. Let me see what this is. Yo, what's going on? You. Hello? All right. You guys got to speak up. Yo, what's going on?
Yo, what's going on? This is Michelle Cabre, man. Long time no see.
What up, bro? What's popping with you?
Man, shit, just been going to chiropractor, man. That dude, Mike Gates, the one who be chatting you and shit, he's on point with that chiropractor shit, man. It
right.
Wonders, man.
Right.
Anybody out there that got back problems, man, they really need to go see a chiropractor for real. Yeah, I've been listening to your shows, man, because I've been going to that lately and going to doctor's appointments and shit like that and just talking to females, which today I did. But, yeah, I had something to tell you, man. I had some nigga try to fight me over a female because I wouldn't let the girl cut in front of me on the bus.
Oh, wow.
Try to get in a verbal argument with me, try to call me names and shit. Because at first, this nigga volunteered to help some handicapped lady with her mechanical wheelchair that weighs 200 fucking pounds. This nigga tell me, hey, come help me with this. I'm like, no, I'm not fucking on my back. So the girl who he was trying to press that was sitting next to me at the bus and shit like that started laughing or whatever. So as soon as we got off the bus or whatever, this chick that was sitting next to me on the bus stop, at the bus stop or whatsoever, she was trying to say lady to herself, I was like, fuck no, we equal. I was there before you could get behind me. And this little hoe-ass, mark-ass nigga gonna sit up here talking about this nigga retarded. I was like, bitch, you retarded. You up here sitting up here trying to get some pussy for some weave-head bitch.
But that's how Sims do, man. That's what they do. They always they feel like they gotta save them.
The chick ain't even pretty, dude. That's the thing that gets me. She just some typical bitch with some weave. Look like she got a burnt scar on her face or somebody nutted on her face and dried it off or some shit. So,
but that's the thing. The simping is so ingrained that it don't even need to be a pretty chick. They just that's just how they are, man. You feel what I'm saying? You can't even. Just the thing is, you want to sort of fall back from those motherfuckers because, I had a video. I think it was maybe a year or two ago. It's titled "Simping is Dangerous," and I had a situation like that where I'm at some spot and I'm talking to this chick. And the dude, I think, who was her male friend on some simping shit was trying to, he's looking at me all funny. I was like, okay. I was like, this is some bullshit or whatever. So yeah, that happens. You know what I mean? But you just gotta, fall back because you don't want to be in a situation where it turned into something stupid. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, I was ready for that. I was thinking to myself, I was like, don't this idiot know I got a fucking knife on me, dude? You really trying to? I'm kind of like your boy Brooklyn's on Taxstone. He was like, chill out before you die. I was actually thinking to myself, I'm like, just better chill out before you die.
Right, but that's why. But see, that's why you really gotta chill because you know, you don't want to do something stupid over some simp dude. You feel what I'm saying? Because him being, you just gotta, it's like this. I always tell people, right? You gotta, it's a very difficult thing, but also a very rewarding thing at the end of the day and a smart thing to do. You gotta be bigger and smarter than the person that you're dealing with. Meaning that this simp dude, he's lost. You feel what I'm saying? So you're aware he's a simp. He probably doesn't even know he's a simp. So you just got to make sure that you don't get yourself in a situation trying to deal with this idiot because, you know what I'm saying? Like he's on some dumb shit. So you always got to be careful to not go, because I know, you know, you're human, you got your emotions. He's like, oh, this motherfucker just getting me pissed off. But you still got to like fall back, because at the end of the day, if you do something dumb, you can't be like, oh, my bad, I didn't mean to go all that crazy, but you just did what you did. You feel what I'm saying?
He was trying to go crazy. That's what I'm saying. I'm like not trying to get into what to do.
Right,
this
right.
Nigga kept pressing on, trying to talk shit and try to like get all hostile. I'm like, dude, if you attack me first, it's on you.
Right.
So
Yeah, now if that happens, then right, and that's what I'm saying. If
Yeah.
that happens, then it's a different story. But you got to try to find a way to de-escalate and fall back from all that, from those situations. You see what I'm saying? So I'm just
absolutely.
saying.
But at the same time, they got to realize that you can't be talking shit and trying to start fights with everybody, because everybody ain't going back down.
Right,
You know
right,
what
but
I'm saying?
and that's what I'm saying is
And
that
that's what I'm hoping. I'm thinking to myself, I'm like, dude, let me chill out. I'm on my way to the doctor or whatever. I'm
Right.
like, if it was like, if I ain't had nothing to do today, he would have got his ass robbed.
Mm-hmm. Right.
You know
It's
what I'm
crazy.
saying?
It's
I'm
crazy,
like,
man.
And I'm like, you know what? I'm just gonna let that be. But yeah, man, the simping out here is ridiculous, man. These cats is just, man. I tell people, I'm like, I know you ain't no shit starters or nothing like that, but y'all niggas need to get yourself some protection, man. Cause these cats is out here tripping, man. They trying to fight you over females. They ain't even get the number. It's just ridiculous, man.
Nah, you got to be careful. The simping is an epidemic, man. It's dangerous fucking with these dudes. Like even the other day, I did a video about dudes talking about they would want to fight a dude for sleeping with their girl, and I'm just like, yo, you got, you know, I say you got to be careful about who you fucking with.
No, I don't even fight over my sisters, because you know why? They're gonna go back with them niggas.
Right. It's crazy.
I have three sisters, 2 older ones and 1 younger half one. I am not fighting over them. And I ain't fighting over no lady in the street, over no bus stop.
Right.
These guys out here, they just they crazy, man. And I'm like, damn, this and I'm like, yo, it's really that bad that you got to fight me over a female because I won't let her come in front of me.
Right.
You want the number that bad?
But that's what happens with dudes ain't got game, because you gotta understand, some cats they're so lost because they think that's the way to get women to be caping for them and all that shit. So they think, oh, if I do this thing, then maybe she'll like me, because they have no game. They don't understand how to actually get a girl to like them. So they'll do dumb shit like that. You feel what I'm saying? So
But the funny thing is, I got rejected today. I had a bitch throw one of my number cards away in the trash, man. So I'm not going through no hell to get some average bitch or some bitch that's like on a scale 1 to 5. That's a 2. I'm not doing all that.
But that's what these cats do, though. You understand that simp mindset. That's what they developed. That's how they are. You just gotta understand shit. That's how they are. You know what I mean? And just, you know, stay away from those situations as much as you can, or try to diffuse that shit, because and this is the thing, this is another thing I want to say to people. You gotta understand that sometimes when people be acting like that, or they do dumb shit, or they trying to be all up, you know, all rah about it, it's really because they got issues, they got anger issues, they're upset, they're insecure about some dumb shit, and so they want to take out that issue on you. You feel what I'm saying? So sometimes when you diffuse the situation, you know, and also too, the reason why a lot of fights start is because the other person has an ego. Their ego's big, so they like, oh, how you gonna talk shit about me? Blah 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 blah. You understand what I'm saying? Like, I'll give you an example. One time, I'm in a train station with my girl, right? We're standing, waiting for the train, and we're standing next to the stairs, because there's the stairs you go up and down, up to go out, whatever, right? There's a guy leaning on the stairs, and then I'm standing sort of next to him, but I'm on the other side of the stairs. So, like, he's leaning on the bar, and I'm next to him, right? So the dude turns around, he says to me, he said, yo, man, why you leaning on me, right? Now, I wasn't leaning on the dude, right? So now I could have been on some shit and been like, yo, fuck you talking about? I'm not leaning on you. I could have been on some dumb shit, right? So guess what I said to him? I turned around and I said, oh, my bad. I apologize for leaning on you. That was it. It's over. You feel what I'm saying? Because now he can't start nothing because I didn't said my bad. Even though I didn't do shit, my bad. I ain't mean to do that. So what I'm saying is that sometimes if you're smart enough, you'll know how to diffuse shit. Now, if he still wanted to come at me on some dumb shit, he could have, and then, you know, shit would have had to get handled. But the thing is, now I'm not actually, you know, I'm actually doing shit to where, you know, like he can't do nothing or he's gonna look like a dick. You feel what I'm saying? He's gonna look like a stupid motherfucker if he tries to make something happen. You see what I'm saying? So you got to be able to, you got to be able to be. That's why I say you got to be the bigger and smarter person in the situation. You see what I'm saying? So you don't get caught up in all that dumb shit. You see what I mean?
Yeah, but I'm dealing with Detroit niggas here, man. They just be on that dumb shit. They just, it's like Atlanta niggas is desperate, man. I'm like, god damn, it's not. I mean, it's just. I understand niggas going through dry spells and shit because I'm going through one right now, but I'm not going through that extent to fight over no female, man. That don't give a shit about me or you.
Right.
One of us go to hell with jail. She gonna be fucking somebody else.
Right, exactly. So now that's real shit, man. That's real shit. But yo, listen, I appreciate the call, my dude. I got a few people trying to get up in here. So yo, man, be safe, my dude. You feel me? Don't let these let these sim niggas come at you. All right, peace. Yeah, man. Shit is crazy. But yeah, these cats, you know, they be looking for a reason. You feel what I'm saying? They be looking for a reason. Don't give them a reason. Yeah, what's going on?
Hey, what's up?
What up? What's poppin'? Who's this?
This is Blake. I'm from Warren, Ohio.
All right, what's going on with you, bro?
Well, I've been watching your show like on the daily, and I mean, I've become a big fan. Like, I've learned a lot so far.
That's
and
what's
like,
up.
There's this girl I've been fucking with. Like, she's like 16. I'm 18, and I got this friend that's like 24. And he keeps trying to holler at her. Like, he's like,
wait.
Okay.
Wait. You said she's 16?
Yeah, and I'm 18.
And you're 18? Ain't you a little old for her, bro?
I'm a senior.
I know, but what's the legal age where you at? Is it 16?
16, yeah.
Okay. All right. Just checking. Okay, but go ahead.
Yeah. No, it's like, she's not the only one I'm talking to, but it basically, this is a dude that's 24. Like, he's hollering at her, and like, I'm not really like coming at him like trying to confront him, but I'm trying to help him out. Like, I'm trying to recommend him to your show or whatever. And I tried yesterday, and I don't know, he just kept acting like he just knew like what the fuck he was doing. Like, it was kind of crazy. Like, he's like I'm fine. I've been doing my thing, getting women, but he's trying to like he's been trying to get the same girl for years, and he's like 8 years older than her.
But who is this guy though? Who is this guy?
This church leader.
He's a what?
He's my church leader.
Your church leader? What's going on with motherfuckers out here, man?
Like, well, basically, I'm just trying to ask, like, how do I?
Well, listen. First of all,
how do I get him to listen?
First of all, that dude just need help. Okay, I can't help that cat. He needs professional help. You feel what I'm saying?
All right.
I don't know what state. 16 is what state you from?
I'm from Ohio.
Ohio, the age of consent is 16. Are you sure?
Yes.
Okay, well, I don't know. Chat room, y'all gotta let me know what the deal is, cause but what I would say is this. Look, man, don't worry about that motherfucker. You understand what I'm saying? Worry about your shit. Worry about you. Don't worry about him. He needs to deal with what he got to deal with, and that's that. You feel what I'm saying? And try to deal with older chicks, man. You understand what I'm saying? You 18, deal with older chicks so you don't get caught up in no bullshit. You feel what I'm saying? But yo, I got a few more calls I got to get to because dudes is calling in like crazy. You feel me?
All right, can I ask one more question though?
I'm gonna have to let you go, bro. Man, y'all calling up in here with these goddamn. Johnny Quincy said, "Aren't I a professional? I'm not a professional. I'm not a therapist. I'm like that dude need a therapist. He needs some. You know." Crazy. Y'all motherfuckers on some R. Kelly shit up in there. Yo, what's going on? What's popping?
Hey, yo, I know you got a lot of people calling in, so I'm gonna keep it short.
All
hey,
right.
Would you? It's something I heard from a dating coach, but I want to get your opinion on it. Would you say like sliding in like DMs like on social media like Twitter and Facebook and IG? Would you say that's beta male shit?
Nah. Why would it be beta male shit? If you trying to, it's only like, see, a lot of shit is about your intentions and how you come across. Because if you slide in the chick's DMs and you're like, oh, miss, you so hot, you so sexy, you know, all this other shit, then that's on some like beta male simp thirsty type of shit. You feel what I'm saying? But if you see a chick online or on Instagram and let's say you fucking hit her up and say, yo, I like that picture of you in such and such, where was that? And then she responds to you and then she's like, oh, that was in Hawaii. And then y'all get into back and forth conversation and you say, yo, what you doing, you know, tomorrow night? We should get together, get a drink. And she's like, oh, cool. And then she gives you her number and then y'all get together. Then you got the chick off of Instagram or whatever. You feel what I'm saying?
Right,
so
right.
if you got strategy, if you actually got game, you can actually DM a chick and fuck with her. You see what I'm saying? It's all about if you got game. You see what I mean? So, you know, that's it.
Oh, I don't know the date. Where's the date? What he said, man. So I want to get your take on it, man.
No, because the thing is, it depends on how you're doing it. Because you could be. See, it's not about necessarily your actions. A lot of times, it's more about your intentions and what you're. Because two dudes could do the same type of shit, but I could slide in the chick's DMs and say some shit, and another dude could slide in the chick's DMs and say some shit. But what are we saying? What are we doing? That's all. That's what matters. You see what I'm saying?
So, like, when you on a date, how would you? Is it possible for like a guy to have like good personality, but good game, but a bad personality? Because a lot of motherfuckers kind of like confuse personality game and kind of like it basically say that's like game, but I like is that what's an example if you could say like a guy that's on a date with a chick that got like good game but a bad personality and that's causing him not to succeed with the women that he with?
Well, the thing is, you can have a bad person because bad personality is still sort of subjective to a certain extent. You feel what I'm saying? But if we're gonna say like, let's say a guy like, what do you mean by bad personality? Like he's an asshole or what do you mean? What's your definition of bad personality?
Shit, you could throw in all that, man. You could say assholes or like I could say somebody may be too laid back, so you could be considered boring. A nigga that's too goofy, like But you so
yeah, because well the thing is if his personality, because this is the thing, if his personality is getting in the way of his game, his strategy, then yeah, that's gonna fuck it up. You see what I'm saying?
Right.
But a guy could technically have a bad personality, but if his game is still tight, he could still fuck with the girl. You understand what I'm saying? Because you could be an asshole or a dick or just on some bullshit. But if you know how to create, emotions within the girl, if you know how to, to sexually escalate, even if your personality sucks, she'll still be receptive to you in certain situations because you know how to do those specific things. You see what I'm saying? Because a guy could have a great personality, but he doesn't know how to create sexual tension within a woman. You see what I'm saying?
Right.
So that's what it is. You know?
All right. Well, appreciate it, OP, man. I'll definitely, call in next time you go live, man. My fault for holding up everybody, man. So.
Oh, no, it's all good, man. I'll let you later. Peace.
All right.
Yeah, man. Craziness, craziness, craziness. Man. So what's popping in the chat room, people? Who else is this? Yo, what's going on? Yo. All right, y'all. You gotta get to the phone game on point. So I'm not able to hear you guys. Yo. Alright, y'all motherfuckers. Yo. Yo. Okay, y'all fucking up with these phone lines now. Alright, what's poppin'? Who's this?
Yo, this Ronnie.
What up, Ronnie? What's going on, bro?
Chilling, man.
Alright.
Hey, I got two questions, man.
Alright, what's going on with you, bro?
My first question is, you know how we talked about confidence, because I was reading Tariq Nasheed's book, The Elite Way, right?
Right.
And he said something about confidence. Get confidence from within.
Mm-hmm.
But my question is, how can you apply your confidence when you're talking to a girl?
Mm-hmm. Well, this is the thing. It's like, okay, and this is a problem that most guys don't understand when it comes to interacting with women, when it comes to confidence, or even just understanding confidence. The thing with confidence, right? It's about having faith and having belief in a belief that you can do what you're gonna do. So when I approach a girl, right, and I'm talking to her, my belief that I can get her, right, is what comes out when I talk. So that's the confidence. So if I see a girl and I walk up to her and be like, "Yo, miss, what's going on? How you doing? All right, what's your name?" You understand? She could feel that in my speech, in my energy, because I believe I'm gonna get her. You understand what I'm saying? That's coming from me. You understand? Like, I don't need her to like smile at me, or I don't need her to do anything for me to believe I can get her. I just go, and that's what makes me move. That's what makes me go and approach. The belief that I can make it happen. And so that's what we talk about when we talk about confidence, when we say it comes from within. Because you have to first feel it, you feel what I'm saying, in order to be able to go out there and do it. You feel what I mean? And that's what it is. Because your thoughts becomes your action. So if you think you can do it, you're going to go do it. If you think you can't do it, then you're not going to do it. And this is why a lot of dudes don't go and approach women, because they don't have the confidence to go and approach them. You see what I'm saying? And that's why they don't do it. You see what I mean?
Yeah, because in his book, he had a section about how you could gain confidence, how you could bring that confidence by setting goals and accomplish them.
Right. Because the thing is, now go ahead. What are you saying?
Well, I was saying that because when you do that, you're gonna start to trust yourself. You're gonna start to feel good about yourself, because when you build that confidence. But what happened was, like, when I had did some goals today, and next thing you know, when I had accomplished them and stuck to them, I felt kind of confident. And I had went and I had talked to a girl today, and I just walked up to her and I started talking because I felt good about it.
Right. Because again, it's that feeling within you. So a lot of times, what guys will say is they'll say, I can't be confident unless a girl says I'm good looking, or I can't be confident unless I'm getting text from a girl or whatever. I can't be confident unless girls, look at me or whatever. See, a lot of the times you can gain your confidence through the application of doing the things you do, because it's still coming from you, so that you feel that feeling once you've accomplished that goal. You say, oh, I was able to do this. I feel good about that. That feeling, that good feeling is giving you that energy to be able to go out there and do what you're doing when it comes to interacting with girls or whatever else you're trying to do. You see what I mean? So yeah, so it's definitely, you know, it's definitely a good thing to really have that confidence. You feel me?
Yeah, because what happened was, like, after I gained that confidence, I applied that confidence.
Right. Exactly. And that's now go ahead. Go. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, and my next question was, like, what's a good opening line when you approach a girl?
You said what's the opening line?
Yeah, like, can I just say, hey, how you doing?
Yeah, you can see an opening line can be anything. It could be literally anything. But what you have to understand is that what you're doing with the opening line is getting her attention to be able to create a situation where you can have a conversation. So you could just be like, hey, how you doing? Or you could be like, yo, what's up? Or you could talk about something in the situation. You could be like, yo, where'd you get that scarf from? That's a nice scarf. Or you can go up to her and be like, hey, what's up? Listen, my name is Ronnie. Saw you from across the street. I thought you was really cute. What's your name? You see what I mean? Like anything. It doesn't really matter what you say at the beginning of this situation. Is more so you being comfortable saying what you're saying, being confident in what you're saying, and being able to grab her attention, because a lot of you grabbing her attention really comes from how confident and how secure you are in what you're saying and what you're doing. You feel what I'm saying?
Like we was talking about earlier. Like, cause I heard Tariq the other day, he was like, if you can walk up to a girl, if you got that confidence from accomplishing your goal, if you feel that confidence within you, and you step to a girl and say she got a booger in her nose, she'll still be feeling you.
Exactly, right. Exactly. I think I heard that podcast. He was like, you know, and that's true. You could tell the chick, yo, look, you got a booger in your nose. You feel what I'm saying? And she was like, what? And then you could even have a conversation over that and actually keep the conversation going. See, that's the thing. Yeah. I think the problem is men they underestimate how important energy is when it comes to the game. And that's a big thing. Dudes underestimate energy and confidence and all of that other shit. Because women. Now go ahead. What you gonna say?
What I was saying is confidence, because what happened is it's all about winning. Mm-hmm. Because when you have that confidence within you, you look like a winner.
Exactly.
You know, women love being around a winner.
Mm-hmm. Real shit. Now you know what it is. That's what it is, man. That's what it is. That's why I tell dudes how important, confidence is. You feel what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But yeah, man. But yeah, keep doing your thing, man. I see you. You know, you getting the game is in you now. I see this. You feel what I'm saying? Like you making it happen. So keep doing what you got to do, and you're gonna start seeing a whole bunch of more results when the shit goes down. You feel what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That's what's up, bro. Appreciate the call, man. All right, I'm gonna let you.
All right.
That's my dude Ronnie right there, man. Your confidence, man. Dude, don't be sleeping on how important confidence is. Real shit. Don't be sleeping on that shit. Yo, what's going on?
Hey, what's up?
What's poppin'?
Yo, I was getting in this little argument with my sister and a few of her friends. They say to date somebody you gotta like be friends first. Like, what do you think about that?
Nah, you don't gotta be friends first.
I know better.
Nah, you don't gotta be friends first. That's bullshit. That's what I'm saying. No, don't do it. Nah, you don't gotta be friends with no chick first in order to date them. In fact, if they talking that friend shit, that means they're not really into you, and you just gotta keep that shit pushing. You feel what I'm saying?
Right.
Yeah, so but yeah, don't worry about that shit. But yo, thanks for the call. I got a few more people calling in.
All right.
Let me get Stu real quick. Yo, what's going on? What's popping? Who's this?
What's up, you ass nigga?
All right, so let me see what's popping in the chat room. Cause dudes is let me see. Phone lines is crazy right now. You.
Hello?
Yo, what's poppin'? Who's this?
Yeah, man, this is Chris calling out Texas.
All right, what's going on with you, bro?
Yeah,
Yeah, and I wanted to get your thoughts on this situation that happened to me a couple of days ago, man.
All right.
Yeah, I met this girl about a month, about 6 weeks ago. So me and her went on a few dates. And on the third date, she let me smash on like the third date.
Mm-hmm.
So a few days ago, we had our fourth date. Everything was cool. So me and her went back to my spot, chill, watch the movie.
Mm-hmm.
But then after the movie, she was kind of on some bullshit. She was saying that, she didn't want to let me hit it. But, the way she did it, she was kind of being antagonistic about it. Like, she was like on some childish shit, like, oh, you're not getting no dessert tonight. You're not getting no dessert tonight. Like, and it kind of started getting my nerves. So, I just nicely said, I said, well, look, I got somewhere to be in the morning. So I'm going to drop you home. It's time for you to go. So, so I just want to know if you felt like I handled that situation the right way.
And so wait, you said this girl, you already smashed her before, right? You already had sex, right?
Yeah, and she said, okay, she said she was a virgin. I didn't necessarily believe it. I mean, the way she was fucking, I mean, yeah, she could have been a virgin. I don't know.
Right.
But she said she was virgin, so she said, well, one excuse she made, she was like, oh, well, I just started walking back right like 2 days ago, so I don't, that was her.
She's saying you fucked her too good. That's why she can't fuck you right now.
I mean, she had a week though,
Right.
She had a week.
She ain't no virgin. She playing games, man. And so you said the next time you was trying to smash, she talking about she ain't want to do it and she was being antagonistic. Is that what happened?
Yeah, like she was just being childish about it. Like, oh, I bet you really want it, huh? I bet you really want it. She kept saying, "You're not getting no dessert tonight." I'm like,
man, listen, you did the right thing. Tell her ass to go home, and you tell her, look, if you try, call me when you want to get this shit popping. That's it. You know what I'm saying? A lot of times you gotta be on some no nonsense shit with these girls, because the more that they're able to play around and do all of that dumb shit, the more they're gonna do it, and then the more it's going to be a headache for you. So you got to nip that shit in the bud quick. So it's good that you told her, hey, look, you got to bounce and holler at you later, whatever, or holler at me when you're ready to fuck. If you ain't trying to fuck, then it is what it is. You feel what I'm saying? Because especially the fact that you're already smashed.
Yeah, I was just kind of mad at myself because I was like, man, I could have at least asked for some head. I could, but I just got turned off with when she was doing all the
right.
Like, I don't know, she was trying to be manipulative. Like, oh yeah, I see you really want it. How you
right.
Like, no.
But yeah, make sure you know that's the thing. You got to make sure you're not playing those games with her. You understand? And let her know that sure, you got to show her with your actions. Be like, yo, holler at me when you're ready to fuck. And then if she hollers at you and she's like, oh, I'm gonna come over, you're like, all right, cool. She comes over. Yeah. If she ain't trying to do it, soon as you see she ain't trying to, all right, listen, get your shit and go. You know what I'm saying? Like, let her know, like, hey, you just came all over here for nothing because I'm not playing that game, so you got to bounce.
Yeah.
And then after that, you just, charge the game. And then if she hits you up again, be like, listen, if you do that stuff again, we done. Because I ain't fucking around with this bullshit. And that's really all it is. Like, you gotta be very black and white with these chicks. And then what happens is that either they gonna act right or they gonna bounce. So either way, you win. That's it. You feel what I'm saying?
Yeah. I just wanted your opinion because I was second guessing. I was like, man, did I do the right thing?
Oh, nah. You did the exact thing you were supposed to do. You feel me? Nah, you did exactly what you're supposed to do. You understand what I'm saying? So keep that shit pushing, bro. But yo, I appreciate the call, man. Thanks for the call. All right.
Yeah, hey, appreciate everything you're doing, man. Keep up the good work, man.
All right, thanks a lot, bro. All right, let's see who this is. You, what's going on?
Hey, yo, this is Locario.
Yep, what's popping?
Hey, what's good, man? I'm a big fan of your videos, man.
All right, what's going on? Who's this? What's your name?
I'm Daniel. I'm calling from Boston.
All right, so what's popping?
Yeah, so basically, I've been talking to this girl, and, like, she's in my class. Like, she's real cute. She's a dime. So, like, I've been texting her. And the thing is, every time I ask her to hang out, she always says she doing some shit. So, like, yesterday I was texting her, right? We had a real good conversation, and then all of a sudden I asked her, like, hey, there's this new mall. You know, like, I was like, what's poppin'? You know, like, you try to go? She's like, oh, I got soccer and shit, which I know, like, she plays soccer. But the thing is, I'm like, she does this every time. So I'll wait 3 weeks. I text her again. She replies. And then I asked her, I was like, yo, what's poppin'? You want to hang out? She was like, oh, I'm busy with soccer and homework.
Wait, hold on. Let me ask you a question. And I want you to be extremely honest with me, okay?
Yeah.
Are you trolling?
No.
Okay, because you sound like a troll that called in a while ago. Because the chat room, don't he sound like he trolling? Because you sound like a troll that was there last week. So this is what I'm gonna say to you real quick. Because you sound like you're trolling, but if you're not, this is what I'm gonna tell you. All you do, call her, set up a date, right? If she's not trying to go on the date, you understand what I'm saying? You charge it to the game. That's it. You ain't got to worry about her doing soccer, doing all this other shit. Set up a date. If she ain't trying to date you, you charge the chick to the game, you talk to another chick, all right? So that's all you got to do, man. All right? Oh, man. The trolls are heavy today, man. You know, like, because when he called in, I was like, it's like you could feel when the trolling is happening. Because sometimes they be talking mad slow, like they trying to get their story together. Yo, what's going on?
Yo.
What's poppin'? Who's this?
Marcus from LA.
Alright, what's going on with you, bro?
I'm sick, my bad, but my confidence is there, but at the same time, I feel like it's going away. So with these females and with other people, so I'm trying to figure out how can I guess, boost it up a little bit more. Is there and is going away.
You talking about you say your confidence is going away?
Yeah, I have confidence. Like, you could tell in my voice, like, kind of my voice, I have confidence, but at the same time, when it comes to girls or parties with family members and everything, it goes away. Like the comfort zone, like I be in a safe zone by myself.
Well, see, the thing is this, man, is that, you know, when it comes to confidence, if you feel like your confidence is going away, that's not real confidence. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So what I mean is that when it comes to, and this is why confidence sometimes is hard to explain to people, because it's something that you have to. I'll just give you just an example. It's like something that you have to understand that you have, and understand that it doesn't go away based off of what's happening. Like this, I'll give you an example. If I give you $100 bill, right? It's a crisp $100 bill, right? You would take that $100 bill, right?
Yeah.
You would say this $100 bill is valuable, right?
Yeah.
So now if I crumpled up the $100 bill, sat on it, stepped on it, fucking, crumbled it up, put it in my pocket, threw it on the ground, I did a whole bunch of dumb shit to it, would you still take the $100 bill, right? You probably take it because it's still a $100 bill, right? Because no matter what happens to the $100 bill, it's still valuable. You see what I'm saying? So you have to understand that you are valuable no matter what's happening outside of you. You see what I'm saying? So you might feel down at certain points. You might feel maybe not as you might feel depressed one day. You might feel not good one day here and there, but also that doesn't take away from your confidence, because your confidence is supposed to be constant at all times. You see what I'm saying? No matter what's happening to, with the girls. Because if you're looking at it in the way of saying, well, my confidence is up or down, or I'm losing it, then what's happening is that you're making the girl or the actions of the girl dictate your confidence. So now you're going to say, well, I'm going to feel confident once this girl calls me back. I'm going to feel confident once this girl has sex with me. And that's not real confidence. You see what I'm saying? So that's the thing that you got to understand, is that $100 bill is going to always be valuable as that $100 bill. You see what I'm saying? But the thing is that you have to understand, you should be confident regardless period, whatever, no matter what's happening. Again, if you're feeling depressed one day, that just means you're feeling depressed one day. But you're specifically, you're generally confident just in general, even though you're feeling depressed at that moment. It's the same way where, let's say, for example, if you're a nice person, right? If you consider yourself a nice person, right? And the person who considers themselves a nice person, right? They might do something that's not so nice one day. You understand? So one day they might curse somebody out. That's not a nice thing to do, to just curse somebody out or whatever. But they're still a nice person. But in that one moment, they curse somebody out. Just because they curse somebody out today doesn't mean they're not a nice person. You see what I'm saying? Just because you're feeling depressed or whatever doesn't mean you're not confident. You understand what I'm saying? So it's a thing that's a constant thing that you have to understand. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So that's the thing. You gotta not let the actions of the girls dictate how you feel. You see what I'm saying?
And one more thing, just I need to push myself, right?
Yeah.
To go out more so I can build it up, right?
Mm-hmm.
The confidence.
Yeah, you gotta go out there and push yourself, talk to people, interact with people. And the thing too is, what you want to understand is this. It's okay to build your confidence through reference experience, meaning that you can, let's say you talk to 3 girls and all 3 of those girls were receptive to you. Let's say they were like nice to you. They were having a conversation with you. You can say to yourself, look, I know I can have conversations with girls because those last 3 girls I had a conversation with, they actually stopped and talked to me. So you can use that to boost the feeling inside of yourself to be confident in order to talk to more girls. But you don't necessarily need that. So what I mean is, if you haven't talked to those 3 girls, if you haven't talked to any girls or whatever in a while or whatever, you don't need to wait until you talk to girls to feel confident. You can feel confident right now without that even happening. You see what I'm saying? And so that's the thing. It has to be something that's consistent and constant. You see what I mean?
Yeah.
So, you know. So, yeah, that's what you got. You just got to work on that. Just work on understanding that you're valuable, period. Even if you don't see it and you don't understand it, I'm telling you you're valuable. I'm letting you know, even though you don't see it, I'm letting you know you're valuable. You just have to recognize it. When you recognize the value, that's when you understand confidence. You see what I'm saying? That's what it is, bro. But yo, I got to take a few more calls, but I appreciate you calling, man. All right? So I'll holler at you later, bro.
All right, finna go outside.
All right, peace. All right. EO, what's going on? What's popping? Yo.
It's Locario.
What up? What's going on?
Chilling, man. Listen.
Hey, what's your name? Where you from?
My name's Sean, man, from Brooklyn.
All right. What's going on with you, bro?
Man, listen, I'm having a little problem here.
Mm-hmm.
Listen, living good. Got my own place, bringing 6 figures a year.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm having a hard time closing the deal lately. I've been going out by myself lately.
Wait, hold on. You say you got your own place and you got 6 figures?
Yes.
And you having but I thought wait, hold on, because people was telling me all you need is money to get pussy. That's what they was telling me.
Man, listen, man. I don't want any pussy. That's the thing. Quality only.
But go ahead. Sorry, go ahead.
Yeah, man. I want to know what should I do next to close the deal, or at least get them back to my place on a regular basis. Maybe I've been going up by myself, but I can't close the deal. What is it that I could do? Do I have to go out like 5 times a week, 4 times a week?
So you talking about when you go out to holler at chicks, and trying to get them back to your place that night? You talking about like that?
Just in general, like there's a lot of flaking going on. Lately, you know?
Or okay, so you're saying like just in general, like so you saying like you try to go on a date with a chick and she'll flake on you, something like that?
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, the thing is, sometimes, like, how many women on average do you talk to, let's say in a week or something like that?
At least 20.
Okay, that's good. That's pretty good. I would probably say bump that up too, but that's a decent amount. You know what I'm saying? But what happens is that first you got to understand that there's always going to be flakes. So it is what it is. You see what I'm saying? What I would suggest to you though, since you got your own place, you got shit popping or whatever, what I would suggest to you in a lot of cases is to try to get the girls the same night. You see what I'm saying? because if you go out, let's say you go out to a bar or something that is close to where you're at, you understand what I'm saying? Let's say a few blocks from your house or even or whatever. You go to that bar, you hanging out with the chick, and you met her that night, you're having a conversation, and what you need to do a lot of times, and this is just in general, is that sexual tension needs to be built when you are talking to women. This is like very important. Sexual tension needs to be built, meaning that there needs to be heavy flirting to the point where she's getting horny dealing with you. So when you talk to some of these girls, do you like, are you making out with them? Are you kissing them and all that other shit?
I don't really get there, but I do escalate sexually a lot.
Right.
But
Okay.
Don't really get there always.
Okay. Cool. Well, at least you're sexually you're escalating sexually. That's good. What I would suggest though is that you want to get to the point where you're out at a spot, you're escalating sexually, and then you get the girl. You get in a situation where you start kissing a girl. You understand what I'm saying? And so the thing is, and you know, one way to do that is while you're flirting with her, and you're getting her like, and you guys are close to each other. Let's say you're at a bar, you getting you start getting a little bit touchy feely. You might touch her hand a little bit. You might grab her hand and be like, oh, you got some nice skin or whatever. Your skin's so smooth. And while you're doing that, you're still talking to her. You're holding her hand. Then you escalate to sort of pulling her into you. And then as you see that she's being receptive to that, then you go in for the kiss. You understand what I'm saying? And then so once you start getting to the point where you're kissing a chick, just be like, look, let's get out of here. Let's go back to my spot or whatever. Because at that point, she's there. That's the point where you want to get it to. Because right now it sounds like you're not getting to the point where you're being able to consistently get girls to kiss you in those moments, right? So you want to do that for one thing. Now, let's say you just talk to a girl sometimes and it might not be feasible to kiss her at that time, or it's not going to be feasible for you to create too much of the sexual tension at that moment. You might just get a girl's number and want to go on a date or whatever with her and shit. But you're saying that sometimes you do this and the girls flake. Is that what you're saying?
Yeah, they do, but I charge them quick, man. I don't even hesitate, man.
Right.
Right.
So what I'm gonna say,
I don't give them a second chance. Most of the time, I never give them a second chance. So
right.
I keep pushing, keep going and going and going again.
Right. So what you're gonna have to do is you're gonna have to talk to more girls. See, you need to be in a constant rotation of women that you're talking to and also charging to the game. Because the thing is that what you need to run into is you need to run into more women who are going to cooperate with you. And in order to run into more women who are going to cooperate with you, you have to talk to more girls, because most of the girls that you talk to, they're going to be attention whores and time wasters. That's just part of the game. And this is why I always tell guys it's a numbers game, because most of them, I'm telling you from now, are going to be attention whores and time wasters. You see what I'm saying? And so what you're trying to do is when you're upping your numbers, you're trying to find the women who are going to gravitate to you sexually off the jump. This is why I always tell guys when they first meet a girl, you want to do all of this shit quick, because you want to quickly find out how into you she is. You understand what I'm saying? So you want to make sure that you're doing that quickly. So all I would say is this. Again, if you meet these chicks at the bars, try to get them that night. If you can't get them that night, try to hit them up for, whatever night. But also, either way, you still got to be building sexual tension, because those girls you get numbers from, a lot of times, if you haven't built any type of sexual tension or any type of thing that is going to make her be enticed to fuck with you, it's going to be harder to get her a lot of times, because the energy and the momentum is gone. If you just met a girl, you just talked to her some regular shit, hey, let me get your number, and you hit her up, and it's kind of like whatever. You understand? So there's certain things that you can do when you're approaching these chicks and you're closing the deal as far as getting a number to actually make it more worthwhile to where she'll most likely call you. And the funny part is, I'm glad you brought this up, because my next Bad Boy membership program is about that. It's about how to get more solid numbers. That means how to get more girls who are going to actually respond to your texts and calls when you get their numbers. You see what I'm saying? So there's ways to do that. I'm not going to say it now, because, I'm going to put on the Bad Boy membership. But what I can tell you, though, is that you want to make sure that there's some sort of connection going on with the situation you're having before you get the number. And that's the problem that most guys have, is that a guy, he'll go up to a girl, like if you'll probably even see videos of this where guys will go up to a girl and they'll just talk to her for like 10 seconds and be like, hey, let me get your number, blah, blah, blah. The girl gives him the number, he moves on. A lot of times those turn into flakes. You understand? Because there wasn't anything memorable about that guy in order for her to even give a fuck. You feel what I'm saying? And so that's the thing. You want to be able to create memorable moments and shit in the situation. I actually talk about that in the program. And also you want to do specific things before you even get the number to solidify that most likely she's going to call you back. You see what I'm saying? And this is why the numbers game is so important, because if you aren't doing that, it's the more of the numbers game you have to play, because you got to play the numbers game regardless. This is why I was asking you how many girls you talk to, and you said 20 a week. You might have to bump that up to 20 a day. You feel what I'm saying?
All right.
So that's what it is. You feel what I'm saying? So you gotta really like go in. You feel what I'm saying?
All right, bless you, man. Thanks for the game, man.
All right, appreciate it, bro. All right. All right, yo, what's poppin'? Who's this?
Yo, Locario.
What up? What's going on, bro?
Hey, got a testimony for you, bro.
All right.
I just made 43 last month and going through a little separation. Shit, lost 35 pounds.
All right.
Shape. Got some new gear. Man, I ain't bought clothes in a long time. The way the clothes fit now is for them athletic fit guys and that metrosexual shit.
Right.
So man, I mean, I've been getting so many compliments, man. You know, it's ridiculous. I got one chick. I met her at a restaurant bar. She chose me. You know,
right.
Obvious smile across the bar, whole 9 yards. Went out twice, but I ain't hit it yet. I'm like, what the damn deal is? You know, she makes 6 figures, a pharmacist. So I don't know if she playing a little Diddy game or not, but I need some advice. How can I snag that? It's been the first week of right before Christmas when I met her.
And so wait, so you met her around Christmas? And
yeah, the week before Christmas.
And you saw her how many times?
3 times.
3 times.
Twice. Yeah.
So y'all went on 3 dates already.
Right.
And when was the last date you went on? What date? When did that happen?
It's been about 3 weeks.
3 weeks, man.
You know, it's crazy, man.
Shit.
I'm gonna tell you something crazy. She ain't got no problem spending money on me.
That's what's up.
She bought me flowers for Valentine's Day and shit. You know, it tripped me out. You know.
Damn, that's what's up. But look, this is what you should do. I would say immediately, because damn, that's you took too long in between time, because like damn, that's a long ass time. So
yeah.
What I would say is immediately hit her back, call her up, and invite her to your crib and say, yo, come through and make some dinner. We gonna chill and kick back at my spot. You feel what I'm saying? And you could order some food or whatever. You know what I mean? It don't really matter. But yeah, tell her to come to your spot. You know what I'm saying? And come through. You feel what I mean?
Right.
But the thing is, damn, since it's been like 3 weeks though, it's like, woo, that. I mean, it could still sort of, you know, because if the last time y'all went out, you know, everything was still cool. It was still like, did it seem like she was still into it, or how was the last time you went out?
Yeah, it picked up right where we left off on the last date.
Okay.
And I tried to make her pull it back, stop texting her as much, but she texts me in the morning, texts me good night. I think the chick got she got a dude, but she ain't telling me. I know she work a lot, but nobody working that goddamn much, you know.
Man, because it seemed like she's interested in you. You just need to set up the situation for it to go down. Because and this is what I tell guys all the time. I had this dude call in, I think last week, and I was telling him about this. Is that sometimes what happens is that the chick will end up losing interest because you're not moving quickly enough. Meaning that she wants to have sex with you, but you're not making it happen. Remember, most chicks are following the guy. She's following you. So she's waiting for you to make it happen. Because I always said like this. I said, think about it this way. Imagine if you wanted to have sex with a girl, or you want to have sex with women. Imagine if you had to wait on women to tell you, hey, let's fuck before it could happen. Meaning,
Right.
let's say if you had to wait for the woman's lead and before you could fuck, like you literally can't fuck no women unless the woman leads you to the pussy. See, this is what women go through when they deal with guys, because even though a girl could literally say, hey, fuck me, 99.9% of the time, they're waiting for you to make it happen. So they could be fiending to fuck, and they're thinking, when is this guy going to make it happen? So this is what I'm saying. You need to call her, tell her to get her ass to your spot, and make it happen. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah, you're right. I got to make the environment because all the dates been a public type setting, you know.
Right. So yeah, so tell her to come through to the crib, and then, you know, you make that shit go down. You feel what I'm saying?
But you know, well, that's the main one. I got two others in between that's coming on with it. So
right.
Big ups to you, man. You know, your science is definitely on point.
That's what's up, man.
You know,
I appreciate it.
Like me, I'm back in the game, baby.
I appreciate it. I'm glad the game working for you, man. Real shit, man. That's what's up.
Yes, sir. Keep up the good work, bro.
All right, bro. I'm holler at you. Peace. See, that's what I like to hear, man. Dude just getting it in. Dude just letting the game work for them. Because, you know, he said, look, I lost some weight. I got some good clothes. I've been talking to these chicks. Chicks is choosing. That's what you got to do. You feel me? Yo, what's going on?
Yo, what's good, Locario?
What's poppin'? Who's this?
It's Vic.
Oh, what's going on? What's poppin' with you, man?
Good boy, Vic. You know what I'm saying? Chilling, just calling to give you a follow-up.
All right.
Put you guys on some game and shit.
Mm-hmm.
So, you know the chick I've been dealing with and whatnot.
Mm-hmm.
And, I was talking about, what I was talking about the date and, like, me not pressing the issue to basically fuck, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
So, I called you last week and shit, and we talked about it, and he was like, yeah, I gotta make that shit happen. So,
right.
Right after we get off the phone, I hit her up, like, yo, what's up? We trying to chill tomorrow? Basically, blah, blah. And tomorrow came, and then I was just like, and I basically, like, laced her up, like, you know what I'm saying, let's get a drink, and then go to the hotel and whatnot. She got an attitude and shit like that, blah, 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 this, that, and the other, and was like, she's like, I told you that we're taking shit slow, I'm not gonna let you just fuck off top, blah, 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 this and that. She's like, you either gonna have to get with it, or get lost and shit like that.
Word.
So really, off top, I'm thinking like, I got mad as hell in my mind. Like, I didn't express it to her. I got mad as hell. I'm like, man, I'm finna charge this bitch to the game.
Right.
But like, I'm thinking, all right, but she a bad bitch. She seemed like cool people, like, based on our conversations and shit. So I basically told myself, all right, it's up to me. So I decided, you know, I'm gonna let this girl continue to be my girlfriend and whatnot.
Oh, but, damn.
Now, check this out. Little did you know, I'm not gonna fraud. Little did you know, I'm still fucking with other bitches.
Damn, bruh. I'm telling you, dude. See, you when she said all that shit about, oh, I want to wait and we got it. Nah, man. Don't see, this is the thing. Don't ever go along with what they saying to do. You understand what I'm saying?
Why you say that? I mean, because like my philosophy is like this.
Go ahead. What you gonna say?
I watch all your videos. I don't give it no boyfriend energy. Like, I kind of did that at first, but I kind of knew to keep it to a limit. But now I don't do that shit at all. I don't give it no boyfriend energy. I barely text back and this, that, and the other. Like,
but see, this is the thing. She said to you, she's trying to wait, and are you? So now you're waiting to make it happen.
With her, but I mean, I still got a chick that I'm finna go see tonight and shit.
But see, that's what I'm saying. With her, nah, man, that's what I'm saying. Don't do that. That's what I'm saying. Is that figure out what you trying to do. You trying to fuck. You trying to get it popping now, right?
Yeah.
So
I mean, like I don't mind her being my girl, but I do want to fuck. Like, I'm not just trying to. I really not trying to dry ass wait. That's why I'm talking to other hoes.
No, but that's what I'm saying. So this is what I'm saying. What I'm saying is to her, you need to tell her, listen, I hear all that stuff you talking, but I'm trying to do this now. So if you ain't trying to do this now, I'm gonna keep it moving and just holler back at me, because you could keep it open-ended if you want. Holler back at me when you ready to do what I'm trying to do. That's it.
Yeah, like low key, I haven't been straight up like verbally, but subliminally, I've been on some shit like, you know what I'm saying? Like, all right, I'm basically not gonna fuck with you.
Nah, you gotta
like,
tell her that shit. You gotta let her know that shit. Like, you gotta actually verbally let her know, because if you're still around her after she said all that shit, it's basically like you're complying with what she said. And so what's gonna happen is, and this is why I tell you guys you can't fucking go in that direction, is because by you doing that, right? Now that's starting the thing of where she's gonna start losing respect for you. You understand what I'm saying? So yeah. You're actually most likely on the trail of losing this chick. You understand what I'm saying? Because the thing is, what happens is, and this is what happens. When you say you want to make something happen, and the chick's like, oh no, but I want to do this, and then you sort of is like, okay, yeah, let's do that thing you want to do, right? Now she's looking at you like, damn, I could just say and do whatever, and he's just gonna do whatever I say. And so immediately at that point, it's like, okay, the respect I had is kind of gone. Now, if you tell this chick, look, this is what I'm trying to do. If you ain't trying to do that, I'm out. Holla at me if you're trying to do this. Now, even though she'll get upset probably, or she'll get, pissed off or whatever, what happens is that she still has the respect for you. Do you see what I'm saying? So yeah. Even if you left and she was like, okay, well then fine, go, whatever. A lot of times she'll come and hit you back up and be like, hey, blah, 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 what's up, blah, blah, and all this other shit. And the reason why is because she realized and recognized that you were that type of dude who was like, look, I'll fucking leave you. I don't give a fuck. You understand what I'm saying? Like, I'm trying to do what I got to do, and that's what it is. I'm doing my shit. Now, the reason why she'll usually come back to you is because it's hard for women to find real dudes. You understand what I'm saying? So what happens is that what you did is what most dudes would do. And that's sort of go along with her shit. You feel what I'm saying? And so, and especially like if you're saying she bad,
The only reason why I did that because, like, you know what I'm saying, I had other females who basically, like, on some shit, like, I'm not finna fuck you, and I'd be like, all right, well, okay, that's a bet, on to the next. The only reason why.
Yeah, but did you, hold on, let me ask you something. Did you say that to her? Did you tell her, hey, I got other chicks I'm gonna go fuck? Did you say that to her? Oh, your phone's going low real quick. You there?
Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you now. So did you tell her that you fucking other girls?
Nah, like she get the. I think she kind of get the gist though, cause she followed me on Snapchat and shit like.
Nah, that. You gotta, dude. You gotta be extremely clear with this one. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. You gotta be extremely like you. This is the thing, man. You should have been on some shit where it's like, hey, listen. She's like, oh, we gotta wait. Because what did she say to you exactly? Tell me what she said again.
It was like, man, let me go look at I got my other phone right here. Let me see something.
Because I want to hear what she said. Because this is ridiculous.
Yeah. So I got mad at her. Let me see. I'm pulling this shit up right now.
All right.
Yeah, it's right here. Hold on, one second.
Because I'm like, man, that's some. Nah, you can't be.
Yeah, this shit was dry as hell. Like, because I told you the energy she was giving me, like when we was at the restaurant, like it seemed like she wanted to fuck, like. So, but like, and I felt like I was being a pussy and shit, and not pushing the issue. So I was like, all right, bet I'm gonna kind of push the issue with it and whatnot.
Right.
So.
Right. But this
all right, I'm gonna be real with y'all, and I'm gonna say exactly what happened and shit. All right, here you go. So I was like, okay. So I did what you said. I said, okay, bet. We can go to this spot, grab a drink, and we can go to the spot, grab a drink, and then go back to the spot that I know, blah, blah, blah.
And she said, what spot? I said, a hotel off the Beltway, you know what I'm saying? So we could chill at. And she said, for what? I said, so we can get more acquainted, blah, blah, blah. And she was like, LOL. I was like, you playing? I'm like, you know what I'm trying to do. And she's like, I'm not having sex with you. I've been said that, so now you pissing me off. You can get with it or get the fuck. So I thought, I'm like, damn.
She said, wait, hold on. She said you could get with it or what?
She was like, she got on my ass, low-key. She said, now you pissing me off. You can get with it or get the fuck. I was like, all right, cool, no problem. Why you gotta get all upset? I said, already, like, don't be mad and shit. I was just telling you what it is. Like, don't be mad. She was like, because she said, this is word for word, because I already emphasized that, and you keep mentioning it as if I'm down. She said, you might want to find another bitch that's down to fuck randoms because that's not me. She said, now I'm hella mad. I was like, okay, so what, you want to talk to me no more? And she was like, you need to ask yourself that because I literally had this conversation with me, about her name, would not be having sex with you, some. I don't know if that sounds rude, but that's just how it's got to be. I said, okay, I get it. I respect that. I didn't text you back. She's like, okay, we gonna see. And I was like,
dude, this chick charge her ass to the game, my nigga. Dude, because when you said I'm getting a hotel, when she said for what, that right there was already. You know
that was a red flag right there.
Right, exactly. That's what I'm saying, dude. Listen, all you had to tell her, right, was and first of all, I would just charge this one to the game because she on some bullshit, like seriously. But if you was really just trying to hit it, you gotta let this chick know that's what you trying to do, and if she ain't with that shit, she could get the fuck on. So basically,
that's the thing though, like I don't. The reason why I don't mind waiting is because I know I'm gonna be hitting other bitches. And I know
no. But this is what I'm saying. You ain't gonna hit her. You ain't gonna smash her though. This is what I'm trying to say. This is what you gotta understand. Once you are going along with her bullshit, it's over. This is what I'm trying to say. It's over. The respect she had for you is gone, dude. This is what I'm trying to say. Because this is the thing. It's like when you see a fucking those movies where they play chicken, where one car is driving to the other car and they seeing who's gonna swerve first. You feel what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You swerved first, my nigga. You swerved. You feel what I'm saying? So this is what I'm saying. When she's talking all that shit, all you need to be like is listen. This is what I'm trying to do. I got other chicks I'm gonna be fucking with. When you are ready to fuck with me, holla at me. Period. End of story. Good night. That's it. That's all you have to say.
I think I just put myself in a situation that I don't want to be in.
That's what I'm saying because, dude, it's done. You feel what I'm saying? Like, it's over at this point. Because first of all, she's talking about.
But the thing is, she's trying to be with me and shit. Like, she want to be my girlfriend and shit.
Wait. When did she say she want to be your girlfriend?
Like, she was like when we were at the dinner table and whatnot. When we were at the dinner table like last week and whatnot, she was like, I know you got other hoes. She's like, I want to be with you. Like, I don't want you talking to other hoes and shit like that. And then, so basically, yeah, she be calling me baby and shit. Like, she be like you my boyfriend, shit like that. Like, all that type of shit.
Listen, tell her this. Be like, listen, my girlfriend needs to fuck me. My girlfriend needs to be sucking his dick. You feel what I'm saying?
Right. That's why I was thinking about just giving it like a couple of weeks or something like that. See how it is. You know what I'm saying? Like, let her get comfortable and shit. And then like I'm like,
dude,
you know what I'm saying? Like in my position, like don't like, you know what I'm saying? Like honestly, like kind of I'm like without telling her, I'm like trying to transition into this like a friend situation. Like
a friend? What are you talking about? What do you mean?
Like as in, cause like with my female friends, I see like this with my female friends, like I ain't trying to be your boyfriend. Like we could just be friends that fuck occasionally. Like we fuck buddies type shit. You know what I'm saying?
Well, fuck buddies is different than being friends. You got to use your words correctly because I'm like, wait, so you trying to be on some friend zone shit?
Oh hell no. I'm fucking my female friends.
Yeah, so this is what I'm saying. You see, if she was calling you bae and all this other shit, and she was feeling you and all that, you already had her feeling you. So how you go from having her feeling you to her talking to you all crazy? How's that even happening?
Like, I guess like I don't know. Like I guess she want a boyfriend that's gonna take shit slow. That's basically
no. But this is what I'm saying. What I'm saying is right is that she's treating you almost like on some beta male shit, And you're
Right.
acting like that right now because you haven't put your foot down to say, listen, if you want to fuck with me, if you want to be with me, you got to do the shit I'm trying to do. Period.
Yeah.
So if you want me to be your man, this is what the fuck we doing. If you don't, you understand what I'm saying? Use that shit to her and be like, listen, oh, you know, you talking about you want me to be your man, but look, when I have a girlfriend, we fucking. So if you ain't fucking, you ain't my girl. So holler back at me when you want to fuck, and then we can make this happen. Other than that, I'm out.
I'm gonna ask you this then. Okay. Basically, like on some shit, like we're not fucking to be together. So that's why I'm thinking, like, all right, I'm gonna eventually fuck. But look,
What happened? Your phone dying again. Your phone going out.
can you hear me?
Okay, I get you now. Go ahead.
My shit, bro. I got 2 phones. This hoe is like ass out, like a trap phone type shit. But anyway, like I was saying, like I basically put myself in a bad situation because like that's like my girl now and shit. So I'm thinking like,
And that's what. Wait, hold on. Wait. So how is she your girl? Like, y'all.
because like. Because I established that, you know what I'm saying, you can't talk to no other niggas. Like, you want me to be your boyfriend? Like, you can't entertain no niggas. Like, I told her, I don't date like that. I don't date like that because I don't have trust for these hoes. I don't date like that.
So how? Wait. Hold on. So you told her that you gonna be my girl and I don't want you talking to no other dudes, and she agreed to that.
Yeah.
And so now you and her are actually boyfriend and girlfriend.
Yeah, on some shit, yeah.
With and y'all not fucking.
Bruh.
Oh my God, dude.
This is why I have side hoes, bro. That's what I'm saying.
No, man,
right,
no.
Go ahead.
Bruh, listen.
All right.
You gotta get in control of your situation, bro. That's the thing. You're messing things up because you're not managing and leading the situation. You understand what I'm saying? She has you running around chasing your tail on some other shit, right? You have to, and this is the thing you got to understand about women, right? The woman, right? What happens is that she has to see so much value in you that she fears losing you. That's one, right?
Mm-hmm.
Now, she's not going to fear losing you if you are displaying that you are following her and going along with what she wants to go along with, because now she sees you as a dude who's not that valuable, because a guy who has value would never follow the chick. He's about what he's trying to do. This is my world. You know what I'm saying? If you want to get in my world, because again, she's like, I want to be your girl. I want you to be my bae. I want all that shit. You feel what I'm saying? So if you want to be in my world, you got to play by my rules. You see what I'm saying? And so the reason why that works is because she sees value in you, because then if she sees value in you, she's like, okay, I will play by his rules because I want to be around this valuable guy. But if she's saying, oh, but I don't want to have sex, I want to take it slow, right? And you don't want to take it slow, and she knows you don't want to take it slow, but then you do take it slow because she wanted you to take it slow, you are decreasing your value in her eyes. So this is why I'm saying that it's over for you, because at some point, what's going to happen is that she is going to say, you know what? This guy, I'm not really feeling him. And and this is the funny part. She's not even going to realize why. A lot of it's going to be subconscious. And it's going to be subconscious off the fact that her subconscious is going to tell her, oh, do you realize that this guy just went away from his own purpose of what he was trying to do to please you? You understand what I'm saying? And then her subconscious is going to tell her, do you really want to be with that guy? Is that guy attractive to you? A guy who's just going to do shit because you say and just follow your lead? You understand? That's what's going on in their head. So that's what I'm saying. So that's what I'm saying. That's
exactly why, like, I've been falling back. Like, I haven't been FaceTiming and, like, texting back.
But see, that's what I'm saying. None of that matters because you have already set up the precedent of that. Oh, I'm just gonna follow your shit. I'm just gonna do because she talked to you mad crazy on that text.
Yeah.
You feel what I'm saying? She talked to you mad crazy on that text. So first of all, just from her talking mad crazy, she in my book, she's done. Like that's just me. She's fucking done. Like she's seriously charged. I don't even care about fucking this girl anymore. She's done. You feel what I'm saying? Yeah. But if you still want to smash, because at this point, fuck all that boyfriend girlfriend shit. She's just jump off status. So I would say to you, if you want to smash, I would say to you to hit her back up and say, listen, this is what I'm trying to do. If you ain't trying to do that, I'm going to be over here fucking these other girls and doing my thing, but holler at me when you want to do this thing. You understand what I'm saying?
So the subliminal route, like as far as me just still like going to the clubs and shit and like posting on Snapchat, me like out having like drinks and shit with the homeboys, like I should just, you know what I'm saying, you feel like I should just be like straight up about it?
Be straight up about it, because at this point, what happens is that now she's looking at you as the dude who you're getting into beta male territory. She's looking at you as the dude who is gonna follow her, who she's gonna lose respect for. That's where you're in the territory. So it don't matter. This is what I'm saying. It doesn't matter how much shit you're doing on that other subliminal level. She's already seen that you did this the way you did it as far as following her. It's the same way as if let's say if I'm trying to pretend that I'm like, let's say I'm acting like I'm some gangster ass dude, right? And I'm like, yeah, fuck anybody up, blah, 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 right? And then you see some nigga step to me and I'll back down and I'll punk out. It don't matter how many guns you see me with and how much shit I'm talking now. You seen me punk out. So you don't believe that I'm gangster anymore. You understand what I'm saying? So she's seen you follow her. So she don't believe none of that other shit you're doing. It don't matter because now she sees you as that beta dude. So that's what.
But I'm real life doing it. Like I'm real life finna go fuck a bitch tonight, like another dude.
But that's what I'm saying. What I'm saying, it don't matter. You've already. What I'm saying is that you've already tainted your image in her mind. This is what I'm saying. It's like if you see a dude. It's like if you see a dude who's a cat that gets mad chicks. You're like, damn, this guy get mad pussy. He's like the man or whatever. Then you find out, you run into him sucking dick. You're like, the fuck? You understand? Like, that just destroys all his credibility. You see what I'm saying? Yeah. So I'm saying, like you're destroying your credibility in her eyes by you fucking around following her ass. So this is why I'm saying that, truthfully, it might be over with this chick, because unless you can sort of flip it immediately to where she'll sort of look at you, because maybe since she likes you, you could let her know, look, this is what I'm trying to do. If you ain't trying to do that, don't call me. Just be straight ruthless with this shit. Listen, I've been thinking, I'm not trying to do all this little goofy shit of waiting and all of that. You know, if you want to wait with some other nigga. If you want to see me, if you want to fuck with me, if you want to be my girl, the next time you call me, we fucking. You feel what I'm saying? That's it.
Yeah, I think I'm just not gonna hit. I'm not gonna hit her up and shit and let her chase me and press the issue and then like.
No. This is what I'm saying. You gotta call her and verbally communicate this, and so she knows what. Because if you chill in and you waiting for her to call you, she's still calling you. She's still calling the guy who's the beta. She's calling the guy who actually fucking agreed to take it slow. What she needs to do is call the guy who said, listen, I'm fucking with these other chicks. I'm trying to smash, and I want you to smash next time we talk. If that's not fucking, if we're not doing that, period. We're done. So that's the guy she needs to call back. Not the guy who agreed to take it slow. She needs to call back the guy who's saying, look, I'm not trying to take it slow. I'm trying to fuck, and I want to fuck you, so call me when you want to fuck. That's the guy she needs to call back. So this is why I'm saying you have to tell her this verbally now. This is what I'm trying to say. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah, you're right. Yeah, I'll keep doing it.
And that's it. And see, and understand, be prepared to lose her, because at this point, if you don't do that, you basically already lost her by following her. And this is what I'm saying is very, 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 very fucking important that you understand that. You feel me? But yo, man, keep us posted. Hit me back next week or whatever. Let me know what's good. All right.
All right, no doubt. All right,
bro. I'm gonna holler at you, man.
Yes, sir.
Right, peace. Man, Jesus. You guys gotta understand this shit, man. Shit, what time is it? Shit, it's already 5:30 and shit. I gotta go in a second. I had to spend a little bit more time on that call because I had to, let you guys know, because I know there's certain guys in other situations that's doing that same shit. You feel what I'm saying? But listen, guys, make sure that you get How to Have Sex with 2 Women a Day, the ebook, hard copy, and audiobook. Make sure you guys get that. Also, get tickets to the Truth About the Game seminar. The Truth About the Game seminar. Make sure you guys get tickets. Go to MrLocario.com. Click the links below to get tickets. Also, make sure you join the Patreon. Go to patreon.com/MrLocario so you can hear all of the Bad Boy Show episodes and all the other exclusive shit. You feel what I'm saying? Make sure that you guys also go to MrLocario.com. Get all the other books, DVDs, all that other stuff. Join the Bad Boy membership. Make sure you join the Bad Boy membership. Let me shout out to all the people in the chat room. I appreciate you guys, coming through as always. You feel me? So who we got up in here? We got my dude, Begin 1X, True Blad. Appreciate you stopping through. Jay, Enemies Defeated, Multi-Tech Dog. Rob Cruz is in the building. Kenwood Drive, Johnny Quest, Akil Carr, Dr. Splantano, Indigo TV, Joe One is in the building, Jamar Jones, Moving in Silence, shout out to you. My dude Ojani was in the spot, Scrap Poe was in the spot, my dude EO was in the spot earlier, Tanner Williams, DeRay Vicious in the spot, shout out to you. Who else he got up in here? Man, what was he up in here? I don't want to try to leave anybody out. Black Man was up in here. Shout out to you. Scrapo, I think I said that before. Brazin was up in here. Ronnie Ron. Leonardo was up in the spot. Man, he had a few people up in this piece, man. But y'all, I appreciate everybody that was tuning in. I'm going to do another one maybe either Monday or Wednesday. You understand? I'll let you guys know. But yeah, you guys have a good weekend. I'm out of here. And remember, the truth is inside you. Peace. I'm gone.